welcome to Daily Math Review Round 2. I already did this problem and then I realized I wasn't recording. So it looks like I'm recording. So for this problem, first problem is 38.2 times So when we are multiplying, we are going to line up our problem by our digits, meaning I can think of this as 382. I can think of 0.006. My decimals are actually here and here. But you notice I lined it up by my digits, not my decimals. Now I'm going to multiply. 2, let's change the colors. 2 times 6 is 12. So the 2 goes there, carry the 1. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 1 is 49. 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 plus 4 is 22. Okay? So since 38.2 has one decimal place, and 0.06 or 6/100ths has two decimal spaces, I add those together and my final answer is going to have 3 decimal spaces. So my final answer is 2.292. Okay? Next problem. Have to go to my phone to look at the problem. Next problem is 38.2 minus 0.006 for adding or subtracting. I need to line up not the digits, but the decimal. That means 38.2.006. I have some missing spaces there, so that's where we say we're going to add ghost zeros. So I'm adding zeros in all those little places where it wouldn't fill in, and I'm going to subtract. Okay, so I have to subtract with regrouping. 10 minus 6 is 4. The 0 became a 9, and I had to pull from the next column over. 9 minus 0 became 9. 1 minus 0 became 1. I'm going to bring down the decimal for adding and subtracting. Okay, 8 minus 0 and 3 minus 0. So again, the key here is you want to line up the decimal when you are performing addition or subtraction of decimals. Next problem. 300ths divided into 2400ths. Okay? I cannot have a decimal in my divisor. So to move that out, I'm going to move that 2 spaces. Again, we're doing that tushy cheeks thing for multiplication or division. So here I'm going to move it 2 spaces. So my new decimal is here. I'm going to place my decimal there. It's really important when you do this to line things up. 3 is not going into 2. It is going into 24 8 times. Okay? You need to put your 8 above the 4 in 24. If I were to continue this, okay? Bring down the 0. Still 0. So the answer is 8. Next problem was an equivalent fractions or equivalent ratios. 2 over some number So remember, whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. In this case, I am getting to 12, from 12 to 2, dividing by 6. So I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Okay? I have made, in this case, I made an equivalent fraction. I actually simplified it. Okay? In this one. Okay? But in my next problem, which is find 2 equivalent fractions, which will become equivalent ratios in a later unit. And I have 3/9. Now, let's do this. Oh my gosh. Do that. Okay. In this case, I could simplify dividing both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. I could have also multiplied the top and the bottom by any number as long as it's the same number. So for instance, let's say times 4. And I just picked 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay? Let's try another one. Now let's do times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. 9 times 7 is 63. So those are examples of how to find equivalent fractions, either with simplifying or making larger numbers multiplying. I hope this has helped.